Is number 15. Okay, it goes, two people invest money for 8 years with a return of 20% on their investment matures. Shane invests €200 while Eva invests €300. Show that the annual equivalent rate for each investor is the same. So I'm going to write down my formula. F equals P 1 plus I times T. Now, see, the amount of money you put in isn't really relevant. All you know is you're getting 25% extra each time. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write down 200, and then I'm going to add on 25%. 25% is a quarter of 200, which means I'm going to be getting 250 back. When I invest €300, I'm going to add on 25% again, which is another quarter, which is €75, and I'm going to get €375 by the end of my 8 years. Yes, Jack? Oh, sorry, 20%, you're right, sorry, excuse me. Guys, 20%, so, lads, 20% is a fifth, so it means you're getting €40 for the €200 one, and you're getting €60 for the 300 one. Okay, now that you have that done, what we can do is we can just put it into two separate questions. The first question is your final amount is 240, your premium is 200, and it's 1 plus I to the power of t. The power of t is going to be the power of 8. The second part of that question is going to be 360 equals 300 over 1 plus I to the power of 8. Our next part, when we're figuring out what I is, the first thing we always do is get rid of the number that comes in front of the brackets. So bring 200 down, bring 300 down. So you're going to have 240 over 200. 240 over 200 is actually 6 over 5. And 360 over 300 is also 6 over 5. So at this point in time, you can now see that both questions are now identical. You can actually see it's the same question now. So that is why they both have the same answer. Both questions are identical. So if I've solved one of the questions, I've solved both. So what does this mean here? This means this number is multiplied by itself 8 times. And then it turns into 6 over 5. What is this number? So once again, we're going to put a square root sign, we're going to put the 8 outside, and 6 over 5 in there. Okay? So we're going to go to the calculator, do that. So we're going to get shift, this button here, we're going to have 8, and then we're going to have 6 over 5 in here. 6 over 5. And then what we get there is 1.023. Okay? So 1.023 ends up to be 1 plus your interest in decimal form. Your interest in decimal form therefore is 0.023. That's not in percentage, so we multiply it by 100, and the answer to this question is going to be 2.3%. And just reread the question. Show that annual equivalent rate for each investment is the same. We just have to do that there because both questions turn into the same thing. Okay?